We're playing Hex Shards of Fate, Merry Melee Corinth format. It's a free-to-play game for PC and PS4. Link in the description to download the game. This is the sleeve we're using in this match. You can still earn this by playing the Frost Ring Arena, which is PvE. This game has PvE, which a lot of card games do not, and it's a lot of fun. For those of you who watched me play a lot, I'll usually mulligan to try to get blood. I have the best success with blood. Secondary choice would be wild, third choice would be diamond, fourth choice sapphire, and finally ruby. I have mulligan down to 1 and been left with every single color, so I've had matches where I've had to play something that's not my preferred, but I can mulligan up to 4 times, or 3 times actually. 4 chances, but 3 mulligans. This is just too good. This is also good in this format, but it's kind of slower to get things going. This can kick off pretty quick. It's a temporary debuff, but it creates you a troop. When you have something that can scripts or creates cards, that's almost as good as this. However, you don't want to create a bunch of things like threadlings and things like that that are going to fill up your deck and be borderline useless, especially late game. So you gotta be reasonable with it. Okay. A little vanilla 1-2. This can be good. When it dies, we'll get a... Yeah. That's really good. This is really good too. These are all good, but I'm going to take this because when it dies, it will get shuffled into my crypt, which will summon another creature, which will then create another card for my deck, and that creature that is summoning does health damage to the opposing champion when it dies. Now if I'd redrawn my first card, it would have been great because I could have minus this down temporarily and given myself a creature. Okay. Just zoom in for you guys. This isn't really good without other Briar Legions. I'm gonna go with this even though it means I'm gonna take 4 damage. This could potentially be great, especially if I get my 6 drop out. It has to get to 20 to transform into this, but it's an invincible 10/10 that creates again cards for you. So unless it gets reverted or somehow voided, it can be really difficult to stop that now. I need cards on the board though to help it tick up, because it's only going to get, on my next turn, it's only going to go up by 1, and it needs to get to 20. So it's a risky maneuver. But it can pay off. scrounge is not that good in this format because you barely ever have anything in your crypt. And even if you do, you usually don't want to scrounge it because your deck doesn't have a lot of things to scrounge. Now you could use it on some resources if somehow something buried some resources in there, but even then, that's risky. Some games go long and you need all the resources you can get. Why can't I get 5 minutes? Alright, we'll just do this. It has a good one-shot ability, so now I can kill off this or this. I would prefer to kill off that if it attacks, because it does have the you can't exhaust other troops. Perfect. Now I'm going to get this out there, and this is also going to help this if it's still here, but it won't be because I'm probably going to have to sack it, unless he's just afraid to attack now. Didn't discard my random card, being this. Block that. Don't want that ability on the board. And he would not want that here to build this up, so let's see what we can do here. This is good. This has a drawback, so we're going to choose that. This down. Again, we're not building this up fast, but it's fine. If this dies at the end of my next turn, it will create a troop for me. Oh, it's any troop that leaves your crypt. Perfect. I thought it was when this troop. Okay. Alright. Learn something new every day. That's not good. So we're going to take the 3 because this is really valuable. I'm going to try to protect it and help get this up higher. Okay, we're not sacrificing our troop, we just did a lot to keep it. So we'll give him a daybreak, which at the start of your turn, gain 1 health. So this is going to go up to 7, which is nice. This is just too good to be true here. I could start doing damage, but again, I really need to prevent damage. So I need to hold it up as a blocker, because I'm already down to 17 life. Now, if something else comes out here, which I'm going to get one here. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack if I haven't already skipped it. Because I'm going to get one of these guys. See, now we're 19 to 17. And this will do 3 more damage when he attacks. If he does. Let me choose not to just avoid that damage. Okay. He's getting some health gain over here. This is a little worrisome. tracking my available resources, I'm going to have 7. If I want to play down a troop and give it flight, I need to play a troop of 4 or less. Wow, this is pretty good. I think even though it already has flight, it's probably worth buffing. Although I could give this one more. No, just. But what's nice is when this eventually transforms, I'll be able to give it flight and +2, +3 as well. So now we're getting another one of those each turn because we're protecting this. We've also got one back in our hand because again it's creating them and putting them in the deck. It's a vicious cycle because when they die, they create a new one when they go back in the deck. So every other, one creates another one. And 5 life drain is great. Just kind of compensates for all the life he's gaining over there. But he needs something with flight desperately. Okay. So the most you can do is 3 damage. Guess you can kill this, but just hurting yourself. And that's another troop that will leave my crypt eventually. It's really good. This has steadfast too, which is great. He's dead. So we were almost getting that one powered up, that artifact. So I think the MVP card was that buff that gave the flight, because it just took the game in a whole new direction. What do you guys think the MVP card was for that match? Let me know in the comments.